morning, it's Jonathan Barratt with the On The Go, or the overnight debrief. Current time is 7:54. Good to be back, 2011. Let's see what happens. Hope everyone got the closing bell report we sent out last year. That's given us a few ideas, and in fact some of those trades which we recommended seem to be certainly in play as we speak. But let's go through the debrief. I really hope everyone had a good break, and hope everyone had a good break, and we're looking forward to basically how it's going to trade, how the markets are going to operate this year. Major themes, obviously China, inflation, growth in the US. I think it's pretty standard there, and the market will ebb and flow between the two. Of last night, market was under a little bit of pressure. Let's go through some of the data now and give us a bit of an idea as to what actually occurred. We'll just get the there we go. Just a general overview first, and then we'll rip into it. Okay, first of all, let's just have a quick look. The Dow was down 12, 11,812. The S&P was down 2. The Nasdaq was down 21. Top 50 was up 3 in Europe. The FTSE was down 108, quite disappointing there. CAC was down 11, and the DAX was down 58, so relatively weak there. Dow, as we noted, has closed a little bit weaker across the board. Concerns there are starting to develop, obviously the strength of recovery. Also, there was a few concerns, not only on the strength of recovery, but also the slowdown in growth in China. The data we had out yesterday indicated that I think that inflation was still on the rise, yet growth was still steady, but not as aggressive as what we first thought. So that in itself, I think, is suggesting that the work of the central bank is actually working. Okay, let's go on to some of the things we normally like to look at. As you can see, first of all, I've got the dollar index up here. As you can see, the dollar has been weak for some time. This move could look as though it is out of the way, and probably expect dollar to trend back towards that top end. That will certainly see some of the other things under a little bit of pressure, but it's only going to be minimal in terms of expectations. So I think, if anything, dollar index, dollar slightly better bid. That caused some of the other markets to actually go better bid. I guess the important one here is let's have a look at gold first. You know, people are moving away from gold. It's quite weird because the expectations of weak recovery should actually be supportive, but I think we're seeing some liquidations there. 1350 was an area which we have mentioned that we would be concerned about where gold would be, and now that we're testing that lower end, you could see a correction as low as 1330, 1325, something we did mention in the closing bell, and that's starting to look as if it's on the cards. But as it is, we are right at the lower end of the range, and as we're low at the end of the range, just be cautious. We are long at the moment, but I'm sort of looking to ease out of positions if in fact we don't get the desired move over the next 24 hours. When you look at gold, also look at crude oil. Crude's languishing at these areas. Be careful here, a little bit of divergence starting to develop, and as a result, gold oil has failed through that 92.40. We have mentioned I'm happy to be short here with the stop at 92.40, where you probably have to go long. But break of this trend, probably see oil under pressure, and as I said, this is the honeymoon period for 2011. The market will define where it wants to go and what it wants to do, and then that'll set the trend for a while. And so far, it's not looking all that rosy. Copper came under pressure, 424, purely based on slowdown in the world's #1 consumer in China. As a result of that, down she comes. And as you can see, that's quite an aggressive move from those highs coming under pressure. And when you look at that, this could be the start of quite a large correction. And if we get some more not as aggressive numbers out of China, we can probably see this market come under quite a lot more pressure. So let's see what tickles there. We have been favourable towards copper, but that concentrate market seems to be easing. Profit margins seem to be increasing, and as a result of that, fabricators are basically looking to increase production. And in my mind, that suggests that there could be a bit of a top. Excuse me, a bit of a top in copper. Okay, copper, crude, gold. Local market, failed at the top side, 4,800, 47.56. It is Friday. Probably expect some form of negativeness today. And this is the big picture, nothing too exciting. This does look a little bit negative. I would probably take on some hedge at these levels because it has failed through that level. And as a result of that, probably expect it to come under pressure a little bit more. So just be a little bit cautious on that area. Okay, that's pretty much about it from us today. It's obviously Friday. Friday's a relatively negative day. It has been over the last month or so. So let's see how that unfolds. So really, that's about it from my side. Hope everyone has a great day. And you know, as it's suggested, we pretty much go back on full service now. So there'll be no interruptions. Have a great day, and we'll certainly talk to you a little bit later.